This platform pays up to $60 an hour every single time, not with bonus pay, not with incentive pay, not certain days of the week, every single time. And today I completed my first project on this platform. I'm going to go over what platform, how this works, and how you can start making money as well in this video. So I don't have my personal vehicle right now to use for like traditional gig, side hustle apps, food delivery, grocery, parcel, etc. So I've had to look for non-vehicle side hustles. And I really like two platforms for survey taking. It's Respondent and User Testing. Now, take a look here. The pay on some of these, this is user testing, is always $30 for 30 minutes, $60 for 60 minutes, at least at the time of filming this video. So these are basically video surveys, video interviews, and I want to show you how mine went. So the only thing with these survey platforms is to make sure you qualify first, because think about it, the researchers, academics, and or companies that are submitting these surveys, they want the right demographics. Age, sex, work industry, interests, income level, etc., right? Just fitting that demo that they're really looking for respondents. So my scenario read, in order to help improve our mobile casino products, we are looking for feedback on what you think and feel about your current casino products and options. Come ready to discuss what you love about playing casino games and what you'd like to see improved. Thank you. And again, there's different subjects, categories. So if that's of interest to you, you could submit to that. If there's something else, talks about cooking, vehicle ownership, finance, whatever it is, right? If it meets your interest, kind of that niche that you're looking at, you can submit to try to qualify for that interview. For $30 for just 30 minutes from hello to goodbye, let me detail how this went. So I entered the room at 2:55 on my phone, and I believe it's the first time I've used Zoom, let alone my phone. But okay, I'm in there, I'm waiting for the participants. So right at 3, someone joins. And I'm kind of nervous, right? It's like, all right, it's the first time I've done this thing. They had to access screen recording, and am I going to show my face? So I kept my mic muted firstly, and then I turned my camera off. That's like the default when you join on Zoom. So I'm just sitting there in darkness, basically waiting, and then someone joins. Let's call her Catherine. So Catherine joins, and her webcam's on. She has kind of like a beach background, you know, like one of those fake backgrounds, and she greets me and welcomes me to the call. And I notice, get this, in the bottom it says participants. Now there's 4 participants when she joined. So it's me, it's Catherine, and then basically 2 like ghost researchers, basically. There's 2 other people in the participant field. So I turn my mic on. I'm just using headphones, right? Nothing fancy. You can use headphones or frankly, just your phone. So I'm like, do I need to turn my webcam or I guess my camera on? Do you need that? And she said, no, if you don't want to, no worries. So that was kind of nice. I'm like, all right, I don't need to turn the camera on. I mean, I would have if they wanted to, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. And Catherine still has hers on. So let's go over some of the questions just to give you an idea, because I think the flow of how this went was pretty interesting. It just, again, give you an idea what to expect on your first web interview survey thing. So we're talking about mobile casino gaming. So Catherine starts with,
like what platforms or apps do you typically use when you're playing casino games?
So here in Pennsylvania, I use Bet Rivers. And she would ask,
okay, is there any reason why Bet Rivers, versus some competition?
Well, it's the only one I know about. And she asked,
okay, how did you find out about it? And if you knew about others, would you consider it?
I basically just Googled it. I mean, when I came back to PA, I was in San Diego, California for a bit. When I moved back to PA, I'm pretty sure this was a little bit ago, but I just Google legal online casino because I don't believe it's illegal. I'm pretty sure it's not legal in California. You can confirm down below in the comments. But I'm like, yep, I just Googled it, and I told her, I've heard of FanDuel and maybe some others, but that's the first one that popped up, and I started using it. It was simple to use. It worked well. I knew it was legal. It was legit, and I just stuck with it. And the questions, remember, they're trying to learn about my preferences and use case of online gambling. And I thought it was really interesting. Well, firstly, you don't know who they're representing. Are they representing a casino game itself? Are they representing a casino? Are they representing one of these websites? Most likely, I don't even know. Are they from FanDuel or Bet Rivers or one of the other ones? we don't know. Are they trying to develop their own casino game? And I think they did do a good job of not giving me any info on that, because that's kind of the purpose, right? It's kind of anonymized data, like true data from the consumer. Oh, by the way, Catherine had turned her webcam off at this time. It didn't really matter to me, but I get it. Like if one person has the camera on, like you don't want just some darkness looking at you, someone's there. I don't blame her. No really fault there. So she's like,
okay, well, you mentioned, you don't do any sports betting. Is there any reason for that? Or would there be anything that would encourage you to do some sports bets?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I'm not super into sports. Like in fact, I don't even have cable. I just have streaming stuff, but I'll watch it, when I'm at my parents' house, watch the Steelers game. I've been watching some more PGA golf, but I'm not really into the analytics, like the stats. And I feel like a lot of those people are really in the stats. But I guess if the website gave me some bonus cash, because sometimes they'll do that. They'll give you like $5, $10 bonus cash, but you have to play through that on a certain game, like slots. So like, hey, you got to play through this $10 before you can use it on other like live table games. I found the questioning, again, very free flowing. Like there was a directive, but it was very loose and going with my responses. It wasn't like they're trying to target a mobile slot game. Like if she asked, okay, well, why don't you play the slots? And we talked about it a little bit. And it's not like she directed my answers, or I guess the questions, back to slots. Like, well, tell me more about the slots. What slot would you play? What would make it more appealing? It was very much open and true to the description of the survey. Like we're just trying to figure out your behaviors and preferences with online casino gaming. Once I qualified for this, because we talked about that, qualifying based on your demographic, you scheduled a call. So it's on your schedule. It made a lot of sense, a time when I could do it. The process was super straightforward. So I'll be honest with you. I mean, the survey stuff on user testing and respondent, well, firstly, I think those are the best platforms. But these video interviews, it was kind of fun. I signed up for it, so it's something that I was interested in. And the pay is phenomenal. $30 for 30. By the way, this goes to a PayPal. So with user testing, at least you got to have a PayPal. So just make sure you set up a PayPal. That's how they send out the payment 7 days after you complete the survey. But it was super seamless. And by the way, I've done them before. It's legit. This is 100% a legit site. It's a massive site, versus some no-name thing. So you can trust them there. But let's talk about the pay. So you can see here, pays pending. Again, PayPal only 7 days after you complete the platform. But get this, folks, before you leave the video, listen to this, I think there's a fantastic opportunity with some of these survey platforms. Now, again, you're not going to qualify for all of them, but if you can do some qualifiers, some screeners here and there, and to get into some of these, I mean, even if you're doing, let's say like 3 to 5 a week, it is very easy money. And take a look at this one. This is the newest one that I submitted for. It is for EV ownership. And look at the payout here. $120 for a 60-minute interview. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't have my traditional gig vehicle to go out, drive, and do these other apps. And that is okay. I'm saving the miles on the vehicle, and I'm discovering and investing in another income stream, something that is paying really well. And it's giving me another side hustle option. You should be doing the same. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about these kind of basically FaceTime, like face-to-face interviews? Very simple. It was, pretty quick. I think it went by really quickly. It was about a subject that I submitted for, so I had interest in it. And again, the pay is very good. I didn't even have to have the face cam on, at least in this, circumstance. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you got value in this video, you can drop a like. Appreciate that. You can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.